Hey, X-Metrics. Uh, what was I doing? Merry Christmas. Uh, Clap is not on. Of course you're not. Yeah. Um, okay. Okay. I think I'm ready. Hey, Time. Hi, Lobster. Welcome in. How are you guys? Okay. 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 Uh, I forgot what I'm doing. I don't remember how to stream, guys. It's been a while. It's been a while. So don't remember how to stream. Um, yeah. Okay. Oh, I guess it would help to change my screen, huh? Huh. No worries, Time. Uh, but Merry Christmas, everyone. How is everyone today? My head hurts and sorry, I'm trying to get back to I don't remember if this shows my name. So, okay, no, it does not. Uh but anyways, guys. Screen. Okay. Okay, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready. Uh yeah, I think I'm ready, guys. How is everyone today? That's not it. I want this. Where are you? Okay. 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 Okay, guys. Okay, we're ready. We're ready. I'm sad, Chuck E. Cheese. I am too. Okay. I was looking at this and honestly, I'm a bit extremely overwhelmed by what I have to do. Oh, nice, right? Or did you not want the hand-me-down Dyson? Uh, Okay. Why is this not showing up? Now it is. Oh. Our battery on our little Dyson doesn't last either. I think it lasts 5 minutes. And my webcam looks like it's about to fall down. But that's okay, guys. That's okay. Okay. So concatenate. Let me also display df dot. I don't buy replacement batteries now. I think I bought a MacBook charger. Like this was way back, like 2010, and it lasted for like 35 days. I just remember it lasted right outside of the return window. Also, make sure you hydrate, guys. What did I do? Did it reset? Oh, I guess it reset. What did everyone do for Christmas? And if you don't celebrate Christmas, that's okay. What did everyone do for Hanukkah or Christmas, whatever? 1,600 entries. Okay, perfect. And then we have the indexes. Okay, so now I want to sort it in a way. Pivot tables. I remember I was reading up on pivot tables, and I think I need to know, but I can't remember how to use pivot tables, even though I just did it last week. Okay, so pivot table, and the columns I want to aggregate. And then oh, hey guys, would I be crazy if I applied to an open AI mentorship apprenticeship? What is it called? What is it called exactly? Hold on. It is called residency, the open AI residency. If I applied to that, I feel like I'm totally underqualified, but not that money is everything. However, the pay is, it's a 6-month residency and the pay is $18,000 a month. Oh my gosh. But anyways, so yeah, they're hiring, and it's similar to an apprenticeship program where you're paired with a mentor, but it also sounds like they're looking for like super like stand out, obviously super stand out, but like it sounds like they're looking for like the top 0.001%. And I'm just like, uh, yeah. Unfortunately, hi, awful, welcome in. Unfortunately, I'm just like, nope. I would apply to it just for the giggles, but at the same time, I'm just like, I don't even know if I want to like make myself seen and be laughed at. But yeah, what was it? It wasn't even 18,000. It was like 18.6K or something. So there was an additional $600. Ugh. And then it also said like be prepared to work full time after, like you would be highly considered for a full-time position after the residency. And I'm kind of thinking like they require 3 days in their office in the city. And I'm like, maybe that'll deter some of the really high end candidates. And because I'm willing to go into the office, maybe I'll be that's something that they'll consider. But I don't think I know about enough about AI right now to like I would love to learn more. There's so much I want to know about AI so that I can provide like so I can build things that would be useful to people. Like yeah, I think AI is up and coming. I don't think AI is going anywhere, but I also think there aren't enough tools out there to protect certain information from AI. I mean, I use AI in the sense of like helping me, but I don't use it to basically write my programs, if that makes sense. So I don't think I know enough about AI. What I mean is like I don't think I know enough about how the back end of AI works. Does that make sense? Like that's what I'm trying to learn right now. That's what I'm trying to learn right now. Also, hi Pure Sizzle. I hope you had a good holiday. And also, what is everyone doing for New Year's? Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Okay. Yeah, so I am very accepting of the fact that AI is not going anywhere. But I am still not confident in my knowledge of AI, like the back end stuff, to feel like, or like how I would utilize it in a program. Like I utilize it in my learning, but I don't know how to like write a program that utilizes AI to like I don't know how to write my own LLM. I don't know how to explain it. So I I understand the front part of AI. Hey Gray Hatter, but I don't understand like the back end of writing code to put AI into my program. Does that make sense? So anyways, that's why I don't feel like I'm going to stand out in the candidates of open with the open AI because I feel like they are going to be the people that are like writing these crazy programs or not. Like granted, one of their other standout things was being a problem solver and thinking outside of the box, and I can guarantee, I can confidently say that I think outside of the box. I can confidently say I think outside of the box. However, yeah, yeah. Also, shameless plug, I've been trying to post on Instagram more, so please go follow. And I've also started a coffee, and I'm going to try and raise enough money that I can get ice rink ice synthetic ice so that I can start doing skating streams, except I know that is far, far in the future, either I get a job and I buy it myself, or else I slowly raise money and buy it in the far future. And yeah, I want to start skating again. But with baby bunny, it's really hard to make it to the rink. And I can't bring her to skate because it's like she lasts for like 20 minutes and I can't jump and spin with her there. But yeah. Okay, anyways. Um so we have 1600. So I want to Okay, so I want to do a pivot table. Uh, the columns I want to aggregate. The columns to use. Hey, 10 times engineer, I should 100% do what? I had a lot of blathering going on, so I don't know what that response was to. Uh, okay. So I want functions. Okay, I want a pivot table. So first we're gonna get a pivot table. So I don't actually have AI write my code. I kind of just ask AI sometimes if I get stuck, oh, how would you solve this? Or can you break down the steps of what um it would need to solve this particular problem? And then from there, and granted, oh, raise money. I'm trying. I'm trying. So I have did that work? Yeah, so I have that. But does that link work? I don't even know if that link works. Oh, it does. Oh, 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 I don't even need, okay, 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 hold on. I don't need, awesome. Works for me. Oh, wait, yes, I do. I do need it. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Yeah, so I'm not, yeah, I'm just trying to use it as a learning tool, but I'm not at that point where I can ask it to write code and look at it and know if it's right or not. I am just using it with, um, yeah, I'm just using it with trying to, trying to, oh my gosh, learn. And if I get stuck, I, um, did they change their UI? I haven't even looked at it. I've been mostly on the app. Hey, Xmetrics, you reached a 3-stream streak! Exclamation mark ready. So there has been proof that people using AI, like students and stuff, actually are not at the right proficiency when they graduate. Yeah, it's like there has been proof that a lot of people are leaning on AI too much, where um they're not no longer critically thinking. So it's like, I think because there there's this huge, okay, again, it goes back to the whole idea of if AI is going to take over or not. Like, I feel like I I don't believe that AI is going to take over. I don't believe that, and I mean like by taking over all of the jobs and everything like that. I don't believe that that will be the case because as humans, in order for us to remain not useful, not smart, but like there's there's this whole thing about where you don't use your brain, it like the neurons slowly start to atrophy, and there's like that whole vegetative state and whatnot. And I feel like if we rely too much on AI, then we're gonna get to that point. Yeah, exactly, 10 times. Exactly. But it's like there there has actually been studies. So pure sizzle, but that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying for the general mass. For the general masses, a lot of them that are using AI are not testing. Like, think about Deloitte, how there's been two scandals with with them releasing things that they found that people found out later that it was um like AI generated, and it was like completely wrong. So I'm not saying that I don't check my answers. What I'm saying is the general masses. So as the big picture. So not like just me personally, but like with the big picture. And there have been studies shown that people who use AI without actually like proofreading or like anything like that are actually like 3 months down the line, their cognitive skills have drastically decreased. So I don't think in the long run AI is going to replace anyone because it means that the general masses general masses in general, um, yeah, I'm not just talking about AI for coding. I'm just talking about AI for what everyone's using it for. Okay, fair enough, 10 times, but most of the time they wouldn't just push something to production without at least making sure that it kind of ran, or they wouldn't like submit an essay to make sure that the middle of it wasn't gibberish. Yeah, pure sizzle. But that's the thing. That's what like there's this whole idea. And this is not just like a small subset of people. This is a decent amount of people. I wouldn't say like 50% of the population, but I would say there's a decent enough amount of people that are using AI, not like the loud voices that are complaining that AI is going to take over or anything like that, or the loud voices are saying like AI, yeah, like I think the general public, a lot of students are using AI nowadays. They're not checking their work. They're not learning anything, and they are graduating and they are well below proficiency level of math and science, math and reading. Like it's there have been studies where literally like 3 months of using it daily, somebody's cognitive skills has drastically decreased. Yeah, so I'm not embracing AI that it's going to take over. However, I do know that AI is not going anywhere. And I love how this this just went off on a really big tangent. But even like if so I will admit like if I were to use AI to write my code, like I understand basic fundamentals. Again, I'm not the most like efficient coder. I have to stop and look everything up. But like the things that I do know, I feel like if I started relying on AI to write it, I would forget how to do that. It's kind of like for skating. Um, I always joke that skating is like riding a bicycle. You never really forget, but actually, this is a perfect example. So you never really forget how to skate. Okay. For me, I am confident that I can start doing doubles again once I have started practicing again. But right now, if I were to try and go and do my doubles, like I am too terrified to even try a single right now, let alone a double or a triple jump. Like I'm scared to do a spiral. And my spirals used to be amazing, right? But I haven't been working my muscles to do these things. So I am not able to do them. Like I haven't been practicing, I haven't been training my muscles. And it is muscle memory, but it's also cognitive. I actually don't think I would pick it up within a month at this point. I think one, my body has changed too much from having a baby. Two, I had switched to new skates and new blades before then. But like, it's not just muscle memory. It's also a lot about cognitive and understanding like the physics of things and adjusting. So let's say I do a funky takeoff. I in the past, I would be able to adjust because my brain knew, okay, this feels off. Okay, I have to adjust this way. Okay, but like now I haven't been practicing. I don't think I would know how. Oh, I did try. I did try. When I brought baby Bunny skating, I was like a deer on skates. I was so terrified and stiff. And it's the same thing, like if you ask any figure skater, if they are off the ice for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, when they first step back on the ice, it feels weird. It does not feel normal. It takes about like 10, 15 minutes to get your bearings as to where your body is. And that's only like 2 weeks off the ice without injury. Like, let's say you got sick, or even you didn't get sick, you just went on vacation or something. And actually, even like a week off the ice used to throw like anyone off. Oh, hi, Turi. Hi, T. Can you prepare Discord group, your YouTube channel? I don't think I understand. So Pierce is no. So what with me underestimating myself, I'm just saying like if I were to start using AI to code, like and write my code and I was looking at it, I would be able to like bug like not bug um check the code and whatnot. But I feel like if I did it for a week or so, I would actually forget how to code myself for the fundamentals. Uh, but I do have a Discord. Uh, I doubt myself a lot. What's the point of trying to get across you doing this? I'm not trying to stop students from using AI. That's not what the whole talk started as. This just went off on a huge tangent. I'm not against AI. All I'm saying is like I don't think it's going to take over because I think this whole AI thing, yeah, it's going to be around, but I think that there's going to be a big it's going to be interesting with the people that are growing up with AI like education wise entering the workforce like there's going to be a huge shift soon, but I don't I think that there's going to be a second shift in a few years, and a lot of the people that may have been relying heavily on AI may be completely left behind in the second shift. Oh yeah, Michael, I always forget sorted versus sort. I think sorted is they sort you need to assign it to a new variable, and then that sort is in place. Yes, what I just said. Yay, I knew it. What would I define as rely? Writing essays for you. I have to admit, like, I use it to write my cover letter, and then I look at it and I'm just like, or there are people who actually use it to talk to other people on dating websites. Oh my gosh. And like we've already gotten into where people are marrying LLMs. Like I sent this to my friend the other day, and basically like somebody married ChatGPT and basically was like no one else can have a romantic relationship with ChatGPT. Like Java versus JavaScript. Wait, what? But I do have a Discord. Does this work? No, it does not work. It's okay. Oh, a short Latino. What does that mean? Hey, 100 times. That's what I'm saying 100 times. I'm saying like people who are just relying on AI to even make the most basic decisions. Like there are so many people who are like the whole yeah. Oh, okay, it did work. Okay, anyways, let's do this. Pivot table. Or is it you're too smart or not desperate enough? Because I question some of them. Like, some of them seem very, some of the people that have like these romantic relationships with the LLMs, they seem on the surface level like very intelligent just based on what they had as a profession or what they were in school for. And like, Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But it's like also it's that idea of that emotional connection that people get, forgetting that it's a machine. Because like if you chat, like let's say online dating, right? Online dating, you are not physically there when you first connect with someone. You spend time chatting with them, and then you make at least a slight emotional connection to want to meet this person in real life. If you didn't connect with them on any level, you wouldn't want to meet with them, right? And like, well, on in the online dating apps, most people will tell you things to make you happy until you meet them in real life. Oh my gosh, online dating was horrible, horrible. I just remember I had some great online dates. Great online dates. I just remember one guy, my friend actually was a mutual, right? And I was just like, the picture was grainy, and I was just like, you know what? Whatever. Friend was a mutual, and she said, oh yeah, he's really cool and everything like that. And it was just like, okay, like, you know what? Let's go on a date. I kid you not, that picture was like 20 years old. And it was like, you could tell it was the same person, but you would think that it was a relative, if that makes sense, like a brother or something. Like it was similar enough that you could tell that they were either related or the same person. But then like, and that was such a deterrent for me. Like, I'm not, I like the nerdy guys, right? I'm not like, it was just like, it was so like, why? Okay, anyways, tangent. Oh, wait, actually there was another horror story too. I went out on a date with a guy. One, he couldn't eat. Like, I don't, he missed his mouth like 25% of the time eating. Which, okay, you know what? That's fine. Never learned the fine motor skills. Like, he was a cool guy and everything, but it was just like, I having food having food like land on your shirt multiple times. Okay, he might have been nervous. Fine. Fine. Like, no, like he was missing his mouth. He was like scooping and missing his mouth. And like it was really interesting. No, like I don't know. Like he he had food on his shirt and on the ground. So it was really, really interesting. But that wasn't even like the worst part. The worst part was like the next day, he messages me and he's just like, hey, so my boss saw us together or saw a picture of you or something. I don't even remember. And he thought that you were really cute. And I was just thinking, we had one date. Like, that's creepy. Hi, Matt. Merry Christmas. But no, like, he was so we were eating ice cream and he I don't know how, like, he kept getting on his shirt. Yeah, it was just a very interesting. Yeah. And then there was another guy that I met in person. Block him because after meeting him, I was just like, "Hey, so I think I'm okay, like I don't think we really jived, you know, like yeah, I don't think we really jived. Like I think you're a really nice person and blah blah blah." Oh my gosh, like he kept messaging me and asking me why. Why? And I was just like, because I don't think that we have a future. Like I just I didn't get a good like connection with you. I didn't think we had a future. We met in person, we chatted online, we met in person. Didn't think why? 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 Oh my gosh. And then I blocked him and then like somehow like I don't know. I don't know. Like oh my gosh. Anyways, we're done. We're done talking about my horrible dating past. I wonder if shirt was made that was magnetic to ice cream, but it wasn't just the ice cream, it was during dinner too. Like, this isn't what I mean. I wasn't just like, ew, and got out of there. I was like, okay, maybe he's just nervous, you know? Maybe he's just nervous. But then it was like, and I was open to meeting him again. But then I got the message the next day that was like, my boss thinks you're cute. And it was just like, what? Like, how do I respond to that? Like, thank you, but what? Okay. What resource is that on the right side? Oh, this is how this is this sorry. How did we go from talking about AI to talking about my path, my dating past? Like, oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways, on the thing on the right hand side is part of the program that I am in, Code the Dream. It's a free programming program. Coding program. It's a free coding program. You have to apply to, but Code the Dream. It's yeah, the curriculum does get to more advanced stuff like web scraping and everything like that, but this is just Python Essential. So it's the easy thing. What's the etiquette to respond to? Right? I mean, like, yeah, and again, if I think if it had only been one or the other, and it wasn't just actually, it wasn't even just that. There was a whole lot of other things that just were a little bit interesting, but weren't enough to be like, okay, I'm a little creeped out. But like, I think if it hadn't been both of those. Oh, and he kept talking about his height too. Like he was tall. Okay, he was tall, like actually a little bit too tall for me. But you know what? Like again, I've dated short guys, I've dated tall guys, whatever. Um, and now I am happily married. But like I think it was just like everything on top of everything. It was just like, okay, we're done. We're done. Anyways, pivot tables. We are pivoting back to pivot tables. Okay. Pivot table values. Okay. I just want to see what this is. What this looks like. Uh, Michael, no. Which scene was this again? That is an interesting thing. On the internet, I always hear about it being an important thing in relationships. I mean, I think I am short enough that honestly, it's it's if the guy is shorter than me, I think it would be a little bit like I don't think I personally would be attracted to that. But I mean, I've dated guys that are the same height as me or a couple of inches taller than me or like a foot taller than me. I can link if this is next tangent. No, we are pivoting to pivot tables. Pivoting to pivot tables, okay? Oh my gosh, 10 times. Thank you so much for subbing. I appreciate it. And oh my gosh, wait. Thank you so much for gifting a sub to, not gonna say that, but for an anonymous gifter. And how did a hype train? Ooh, okay. Thank you for the hype train. Like bucket list code. Okay. Focusing. I will be back. I will be back. Okay. Uh, then we're going to. Okay, that's not what I want. Okay. Fuzzy matching. I want okay, hold on. What do I send this to? Hold on, guys. Hold on. I guess it would help if I was actually on the questions. Sorry, guys. Okay, so approximate match. So ratio. Gonna do values is I think. Do I need that? I don't know if I need that. Let's find out. Let's find out. And then as ratio. Okay, I'm reading about fuzzy string matching right now. Not in dark mode, so I don't feel like blinding you guys. So okay. I want. How do I sort? On. Okay, we're gonna try something. Oops, oops, oops. Let me first see this. I think part of the problem is I'm not seeing what I want. So, okay, so we're gonna do name temp equals ed dot concat. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. df dot sort df sorted equals df dot sort values column can't spell name or by column name, and then we want ascending equals true, and we're gonna do play df sorted dot head 20. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to focus on these right now. So we have Alan Carpenter, right? And okay, so we have Alan Carpenter. We are going to focus on Alan Carpenter right now, and we are going to see if I can't get this Okay. I think my focus mode is over. Okay. Thanks so much for the follow, you guys. I appreciate it. Code trying to learn Python with chat distractions. You challenge. Does the username have I am on YouTube. I am trying to be a better content creator slash scuff influencer. I've been posting on Instagram more. I'm streaming on YouTube now. I'm streaming on Twitch. Let's see where 2026 takes us. I am actually going to start editing short form content more. Maybe. I don't know. Haven't decided that. AI distracting us from learning. I know. Okay. So we're gonna focus on Alan Carpenter for now. Um, actually, no, let's focus on Anne Jenkins because I am curious. On how the fuzz works. Okay. So I'm gonna keep focus mode up just because I do want to stay focused. Okay, so I have okay, so it sounds like process.extract is the one we want. Process.extract. Okay, so we want temp equals data frame name or yeah, temp or actually data frame temp equals data frame name dot what am I learning? I am learning how to use the fuzz, formerly known as Fuzzy Wuzzy. Actually, I am learning how to clean and validate data in pandas. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Chris, how are you? Merry Christmas! Was a bear allegedly. How are you? I believe in you and your journey. Oh, thanks. Cool. I appreciate it. Did you do anything fun for Christmas? I remember you snowboard, but for some reason I'm remembering you busted your knee, so I feel like you didn't snowboard last season. And are you snowboarding this season? Happy holidays! Okay, knock on wood. Knock on wood. Okay, okay, okay. Have you started snowboarding? Oh, I want to bring Baby Bunny, but I brought Baby Bunny skating and she loved it. And I'm also terrified of bringing her to snowboarding because she's an adrenaline junkie. Oh no! Okay, well, I'm hoping that you get on the slopes this winter. I have not been in so long. I actually don't even have my gear. Oh, nice. Uh, oh, wow. Like just for the season or for the entire like year? Okay, okay, okay. So like what some people do um for down here is Mammoth. Um, my girlfriend actually, or I guess she's an acquaintance now because I haven't talked to her in like a long time, but she actually used to be, I can't remember if she was a photographer or something, but for snowboarders, like for the extreme sports, so she was constantly just traveling from northern hemisphere to southern hemisphere throughout the year and constantly in cold weather. Oh, wow. Really? Yeah, never summer, literally. And you can live it for 6 months in Canada, just Washington residents. That's really cool. Also, thank you so much for the follow, the Kenneth. For those who are new here, I am Bunny. I am learning to code. I was going through the self-taught route. I am kind of trying to find a job. I'm not as actively applying as I was earlier this year. However, I am still applying here or there. Let's see what else. I am a mom who uh insanely intelligent toddler. Oh my hi bedtime bear. And before I was a wannabe programmer, I was a figure skating coach. So that's my life. But yeah, anyone out there who wants to like tell me about your journey or your story, I'd love to hear it. Are you guys hanging out right now? I know. I'm trying to like half-heartedly fundraise for a synthetic ice rink. That was the best ice skating movie ever. Best one. The original. The original was the best skating movie, period. Like, Ice Princess was good, but no. Like, Topic, iconic. But yeah, so um I yeah. I I'm half-heartedly trying to raise money for a synthetic ice rink at home so I can do ice skating streams and hopefully get back my doubles and maybe my triples. I doubt my triples. I'm terrified. I'm terrified to even do singles right now. But yeah, so uh yeah. Uh Ooh, carbonara. Well, if you are interested, okay. Um, what, yeah, I think I answered what am I learning? I am learning data engineering, cleaning and validating data. Copyright. Copyright. I don't want to get not well docked Flagged? Flagged. So, biotech, it's not necessarily about the strength, it's more about my flexibility. Now, I think I'm going to make it so this was supposed to be my 2025 goal of getting my splits back. Did not happen. Did not happen. Okay. Here, I will show you guys. You guys, I'm gonna show off a little bit, okay? I'm gonna show off a little bit. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do. Here. I don't think my name is said in this. Okay. So this was like, I want to say a couple of years, at least 5 years after I stopped competing. But, oh yeah, there we go. Here. I'm very proud of myself with my spiral. I loved doing spirals. Yeah, I love doing spirals. So my coaches used to say that I had some of the best spins and some of the best spirals around. But yeah, so I would love to do that again. But with a kid, it's a little bit hard to go to the ice rink and skate at 10 at night. Yeah, so it's a little bit hard to go to the ice rink and skate at 10 at night. So that's why having like a synthetic ice rink would be so, like, at home would be so useful, because then I could just skate at home and I could stream. But yeah, so that is my goal for 2026. Like, it's a very loose goal, but I think it would be fun. The only thing is it's gonna be expensive, which is why I'm like doing this loose fundraiser, because in order to jump and spin, I need to have more than 64 square feet. I need a decent amount of room, and it's like, one, I don't even know if there's enough room. I mean, I guess if I did it in the garage. But yeah. Yeah. So that was me showing off. I have videos of me spinning too, but they're on my phone, not on my computer. And okay. And I just realized my focus mode is still on. Okay. Let's do this. Okay, you can iterate through the columns and compare each item. Data frame. Find best match. The only thing is, merging technique. Computationally intensive for very large. Okay. No, we're gonna. Okay. How do you merge? Yeah, I know about like all the off ice and everything. It just It's hard with a toddler, and it's hard with I have to finish this course. I'm not making excuses. I know. So basically when baby bunny goes back to school, we had to cut a day for her school this coming semester just because of things. But I was walking like 3 miles when she was at school. And then now I finally bought actual running shoes. So I'm going to be running while she's at school for those 2 days. Um, but yeah, I would love for her to ice skate. And I already am thinking, ice skating's an expensive sport, but if I'm coaching her, I'll be fine. Like, um, so I did coach, like, that was my main career before pivoting to software engineering. Like I had kids doing doubles and working on triples. So I know I have the technique down as a coach. It's just coaching your own daughter is a little yeah, questionable in the sense of I'm a tiger mom, I'm a tiger coach, so I don't know how that would work. Isn't group games. Okay. I'm gonna actually go back to focusing really quickly. So I'm gonna restart the focus timer. I'm determined to figure this out. It's been an hour and I've gotten nothing done, and I am determined to figure this out tonight. Okay, be right back. Group by requires exact matches. A common approach is to use clustering algorithms. Below is an example of an iterative um, define a function to find and assign groups based on fuzzy matching score. Okay. Output. Okay. Fuzzy matching is a process that lets us identify matches given a pattern of functions. Use convert a Python to data frame to list a particular column of panda data frame into list. Append items to list. Process extract query limit. A function that comes with the processing module of fuzzy. Example 1, basic approach. We have two dictionaries. I'm so, this is a lot, guys. Okay, maybe I should look at the, maybe I should look at the, lesson. Let's look at the lesson. Okay, data cleaning, handling missing data. No, this, okay. First and foremost, I need to figure out how to, yeah. Oh wait, I guess I do need, okay. Equals temp. So we're gonna focus on, uh, equals, okay. You typically concatenate the relevant columns into a single key, then use fuzzy matching in a tool. Let's see. What is the fuzzy matching is like judging skating. How close are the strings? How good were your spins? Nowadays, skating judging is so much different than when I was growing up. What is the motivation? So, Gaken, I really enjoy programming itself. It was just something that I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do with my career after skating and everything like that. And then programming is really creative, actually. It requires a lot of problem solving. And just like, yeah, like it, and it really interests me, and I'm like self-motivated to continue to learn. uh this username now exists. Hello. So if you do your program, you get perfect score. If your form is a little bit off, you deduct points. So there are levels now for skating. So there's base level, there's level 1, 2, 3, 4, and there's ways to get extra points. So like if you have a difficult entrance, that's worth a certain amount of points versus speed skating makes me nervous because stopping. So no. However, I did have a bunch of friends growing up that did do speed skating. So yes, you do deduct points. Like that's the basic idea. However, like with figure skating nowadays, like somebody can do the same element. Why is my webcam blinking. Some people can do the same element, but if you have your arms, or let's say spins. So, no, jumps. Okay, somebody can do the same element, right? So both people do jumps. One person goes in with a back edge while the other person goes in from a turn. The person with the turn would get an additional bonus. Plus, there is actually, I don't know if this is still a thing, but it was a couple of years ago where there was a bonus for if you had elements in the second half of your program. So basically, people were stacking their programs at the end. So they weren't doing anything in the beginning, and then they were just stacking their programs at the end to get that additional 20% bonus of the element score. So it's kind of like, it's very mathematical nowadays. And like, it's basically if you have something you're really good at. So like for me, spirals, right? You don't, for somebody like me, I wouldn't excel in this day and age's judging, because my strength was always being able to hold my spirals and my extension really long, and my spins. Like I could hold my spins for a really long time. Like I think at one point, my coaches had counted, and I did from a flying camel, I think I did like 35 revolutions or something. It was a lot, especially for the level I was at. And then also like you need to hold each position only a minimum of like 3 revolutions now, when before, if you held a position longer, it gave you artistry points. And the position doesn't even need to necessarily be pretty nowadays. It's if it meets the requirements, it will get the points. So like it's different. So yes, there is still that idea of you execute things well, you get the points. But nowadays, if you may not necessarily be a strong jumper, you can mathematically still stack points in your favor to do well. Which is good. No. I mean, I get how it works, but I'm having a hard time wrapping my head. So I get the basic concept, but I'm having a hard time wrapping my head around how to apply it. If that makes sense. Okay, concatenate columns. Okay, to find fuzzy matched rows of data based on multiple columns in Panda, you should combine the relevant columns into a single string column and then apply fuzzy matching. Okay, so I would take the name and the address, put it together into a list. Hi, Alvi, how are you? No. Was that no for what I just said? Okay, combine columns into a single string. Okay, combine it into a single string. Oh, actually, that might work. That might work. Use process extract 1 to find the best. Baby is okay tonight. I've been making her skip her nap because when she does nap, she doesn't sleep until 11 and I go crazy. So we've been skipping a nap, but it's been a little bit dicey because we've also been going to sleep a little bit late. So, and she's been waking up early. So, yeah, it's been a little dicey, but overall doing well. She's also, I think, learning her limits. So she'll tell me now that she's tired. When before she would just be like, no, don't want to sleep. And she knows how to ask for cuddles now, which I think also helps. Like in the morning when it's time to get up, she'll be like, no, can we cuddle for a little bit longer? And I'll be like, okay. If we don't have school. If we don't have school, then she can cuddle as long as she wants. And I think that helps. I think, yeah. Okay, so I think I like that idea. I'm best, Mac. Okay. The fuzz import. Okay. So I think we're going to do that. We're going to have data frame name address equals equals data frame data frame is name f string data frame comma data frame hold on, what just happened? What? What just happened? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay, guys. There we go. There we go. I was like, why is it doing that? Okay. Okay. No. Okay. So hold on. Wait a second. How do I iterate through again? Iterate through. See, this is why I can't use AI because I completely forgot how to do things like this. Oh, okay, okay. It's because I tried to do the F string. Okay, that's the only reason why. Because I tried to do the F string. So, what does the engineer data? So, basically the data engineer, from my understanding, is they make sure that the data that is being sent to the data scientists and the LLMs are clean and good data. Okay. There we go. Okay, vectorizing. Perfect. Now we're going to um now we're going to use the fuzzy method. Okay, so we have so we're going to do process. Okay, so night X Metrics. Thanks for hanging out. Merry Christmas. Maybe X Metrics, maybe. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I do think we're getting somewhere though. Now let's do fuzzy matching. I think if I can get through this, I'm pretty confident with my like filling in data and disregard. Like, yeah, I think this fuzzy matching is the biggest thing I need to figure out. Okay, so dictionary. How do I group? Like, what do you mean specific data? Kind of like tech, sports? What do you mean specific data? I'm sorry. Ah, baby is awake. Go back to sleep. Shh. Like, what's my goal? Um, like my goal is to get a job as a software engineer. Um, but yeah, something I definitely think that it would be pretty cool to work with the LLMs and kind of learn how they work so that oh thanks. Haven't been actively applying. I'm applying here or there, but I'm not like applying and keeping track of a spreadsheet or anything like that. Recently, it's more just been like, oh, here's an apprenticeship, here's an entry level. I'm gonna apply. Haven't heard back from any, but that's okay. I did have personal projects and I do have ones on my list, but this program, I need to make sure I don't get kicked out. So basically, if you fall behind in this program, you get kicked out. Like they work with you to try and catch you up, but you can be removed from the program. And I would not like that. So this has been taking a lot of my time. However, the final two projects of this class are building projects and like doing web scraping and all that stuff. So we'll see. And then at the end, so there's three classes in the well, technically four if you count the intro class, but like there's three classes: Python Essentials, the Cloud Computing AI course, and then the practicum, which is where you work in small groups with other people who made it through the program and you build a project with them. So, um, so it's going to definitely help me get in that direction of a finished project. This program, ew. Code the dream. Okay. Grouping Panda specialized library is the fuzz. Okay, create sample. So we have this. So this is good in the sense that now we can run this through the matchers. And then we would do new data frame, right? Okay, hold on. So, okay, so we want final. I know there are 400 people and 200 desks. Create a new data set and sort data by name and address using fuzz. So that's where we're at right now. Assign an ID to the groups of people who have the same address. Okay, so I think I'm a little confused on still how to use the fuzz. So that is where I think some of the hiccups are happening. You see two mice? I do not know. Maybe? Okay. So we're gonna do and we're gonna do final frame equals. Oops. No names. So data frame has no object. Wait, did I do that wrong? Data frame columns. Wow, cannot spell. Hi, Sri Harker. Welcome in. Columns, columns, columns. Wow. What the heck? Okay, index max. Hold on, hold on. Is it because I didn't do parentheses? I think it's because I forgot the parentheses. I forgot the parentheses. I forgot the parentheses. Yep. Yep. There we go. Okay. Okay, perfect. The final data frame. Then now we have to go back to the pause. Hi, Tip Punch. Welcome in. How are you? Merry Christmas. Okay. Back to the fuzz. Add to group. This seems very... It seems... So there are 16,000... There are 16,000... or 1,600, sorry, 1,600 rows. It seems very inefficient to go and iterate through each row. And my Firefox is not responding. That's okay. Da-da. Also, guys, hydrate. Hi, Gaken. Gaken, I'm so sorry if I am trying to, okay. So right now, let me talk through this. Right now, I am trying to find all of the people, or like, I'm trying to clean the data. Okay, I guess if I can't even explain to you guys what I'm trying to do, how am I supposed to understand? Okay, so I have been given 4 data sets. They all have 400, names in the data set, and they all have address, zip, and phone. So they are all the same columns. The data is not cleaned. So there are typos, there's missing data. So like right here, we have AXXNE Jenkins, or else we have Alan Carpenter. So we can see here, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 Alan Carpenters, right? And then Some of the names will be at different addresses. So those, if there's Alan Carpenter with two different addresses, that means they're two different people. But there could also be multiple entries with Alan Carpenter at the same address. So like right here, you can see 610 Bell Crescent Apartment 939. Right under it, same thing. Up here, there is 74036. And there's also a one in McCullough Branch, Elizabethshire as well. So what I need to do is I need to clean this data so I am left with 3 clean entries to put into a new data, the final data set, and yeah, basically that. Oh, I guess I should be on to okay, wow. I'm all getting ahead of myself. Okay. Hold on, guys. I just need to concatenate. Actually. Okay. So, right there. Concatenate. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we are going to also set this up. Actually, no. Okay, so let's read what. Find the list of probably correct names. Oh my gosh, so it tells me. Wow, okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm like getting ahead of myself. I'm ridiculous. Oh wait, what am I doing? And then print names. Okay. Yeah, paranoid, I know, but if I don't even know how to approach the problem, it kind of helps to have it walk through. So at least hopefully I retain some of the information. Like, I don't expect I'm going to be hired at a job where I don't have any clue what I'm doing. Like, if I'm unable to BS my way through. So, yeah. Okay, so I see that there's counts. Okay, so find the list of probably correct names. The index is the list of names. Okay, now we have a list of probably good names. What do we do about the bad ones? We want to replace each one with a good name that is most similar using the fuzz package. So data frame name equals data frame dot map lambda, where x, if x in names, else process extract one, x names 0. Okay. Here goes through the list of good names to find the best match. Is the match, and the second is a number. Okay, so 0 would be the first. If you make data engineering tools for LLM models to tool call through the MCP thing server thing, what? Can you explain that to me like I'm dumb? Because what? Fix the addresses the same way. Okay. So we're not gonna do this. Wait, bingo, what? I think I'm lost. I think I'm trying to focus on this and like I'm delayed on what you guys are responding to. So I'm so sorry, but I am most definitely lost as to what you guys are talking about right now. Okay. Oops. Okay, that doesn't work. So we're finding the counts. And we're making a list of addresses now where so I'm curious what that looks like. CF address. Okay, got it. So it's keeping track of the address. Okay, okay. CF address. Okay. Buzzword bingo. Fuzzy is one approach, Liebenstein distance another. So everything I've been reading regarding fuzzy, it seems like Liebenstein and fuzzy are kind of fuzzy uses a Liebenstein algorithm or distance algorithm number to confirm if it's a good match or whatnot. I wrote classify. Okay, that sounds cool. 100 times. MCP, Model Context Protocol. It's by people in the industry to standardize how models connect to external tools and data sources. But the idea is you can write a program and connect to local LLMs or LLMs through APIs like OpenAI's Chat. And then I guess people are using vector databases to facilitate. Wow. This is why I am not applying to OpenAI. One type can be a knowledge of. Okay, that sounds really cool. And I don't know if you guys know this about me, but I love standardized things. I like consistency. I like having, maybe it's slightly OCD, but I like having things like for the same things, like be the same. Okay. Okay, so then okay, so I get what the index is now. And then if there's no index, yeah. Okay. Wait, hold on. What's the difference between that? So there's the address, not index. So the index is there. Oh, okay. So, oh, okay. Because it's not a column. So right now, it's just a column. So, or a data frame. So if I index it, it becomes a list, like I'm able to change it to a list. Got it. I think large companies, I I would love to work for a large company, but at the same time, I kind of don't. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. Like for me, I think I could learn a lot from a large company, but I also feel like I could learn a lot from a small company. So it's really hard to say. But I think I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I mean, if you have a good mentor, oh, how are you? If you have a good mentor, I feel like you can. Okay, so I before anybody gets on me, I do understand what this code is saying and I can explain it. So basically, what we're doing is we are counting all of the times that the address shows up in the um oh my gosh, all of the times that the address shows up in the list, and we are assuming that three, if it shows up more than 3 times, then that is the correct address versus 0 times. And we're replacing the bad addresses with the assumed correct addresses. Yeah, that's why I was like, I can also see being at a small company really, really good. But again, small companies tend to, here's the thing though, small companies tend to not take from uh, my not experience, but from my application. I feel like small companies require a lot more to get past their filtering. Like if I don't have any experience, a small company is way less likely to even consider my resume, not even take a chance on me, consider my resume, as opposed to like a big company where the filters might allow for a little bit more flexibility. I don't know. But then again, like all of the big companies that I've been applying to have been mostly apprenticeships, or else I've had referrals. So a lot of the small companies, I haven't had referrals I've applied to, and I've just been either outright rejected, or else I don't hear from them and then they repost the job posting. So like it feels like small companies are less likely to take a chance on somebody without a traditional background. Like a lot of the small companies, their wish lists are for a junior dev, like 2 to 3 years experience, has internship under their belt, has like a bunch of like these things. And I get it, those are wish lists, but it does seem like they have more of a wish list. Yeah, but the thing is, how do you talk to the engineers? Like besides networking, right? Besides networking, um, which I have been trying to do, and I have like put myself out there, and uh, can't tell if she's awake or not. She's laying down, but she's crying. She's sitting up. Yeah. Like, I put myself out there, I've networked and stuff, but a lot of it is where they are either not hiring. Oh, I think she's awake. Okay, I still have to gain that confidence to do the public repost. So you disagree. You think that you can learn a lot from a large company. I mean, like, I think it's hard to say because I think it depends on the team you're on, um, who your like your manager and stuff, because the people that I know that have worked at large companies are still there and they love it there and they've learned. Yeah, exactly. That's kind of funny, paranoid. But like my experience with like my personal friends that I know like in person in real life, they and also how I'm getting referrals, they really enjoy where they are and they've been there forever. So it's really hard to say. It's really hard to say because as somebody new, I could see myself like really disliking it. Okay, I'm gonna see if she pops her head up. Like I closed my baby monitor and reopened it. She's still laying down, but she's also whimpering. Okay, oh my gosh, my baby, my baby. I mean, biotech. I'm friends talk crap about friends. Granted, those aren't the friends that I really keep company with anymore, but it's friends I used to have. So, hi, Too Woke. How are you? Hi, Nick. Merry Christmas. I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas. Twitch is full of copy pasted Christmas messages that people don't even read and just forward to other chats. I don't like that. I like to write what I deeply wish and what comes from my heart. For real. Hope you are enjoying the holidays and spending time with people that matter. Oh, Sputnik, you too. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I need to go sleep soon too. So I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. Um, Hmm. Okay. The heck? Sorry, guys. I'm trying to figure out why I hear my baby crying, but it looks like she's. Also, I worked for a small company previous to me deciding to be a software engineer, and oh my gosh, it was so toxic. So toxic. I think my baby is at her endpoint. Okay, okay, okay. Let me see this really quick, and let me also see if anybody is streaming right now. Um, no one's streaming software engineering. Okay. Oh, oh, I just closed my. Oh, okay, hold on, guys. Be right back. I think my baby monitor is not working. I'll be right back. Okay, well then. Uh, hmm. Okay, I would love to continue this chat. However, baby is basically hit her limit. Um, so I'm gonna call it a night. Gonna call it a night. Call it night. I can't. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. But I'm gonna see really quick. Oh, Chris Devil, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Thanks, Ghibli. I am going to try to do this really, really quick. The heck? Huh. Interesting. That's not it. That's not what we want. Uh-oh. Hold on. Oh, dang it. Dang it. Index. I did something wrong. Okay, well, I did something wrong here. So no matter what, okay, so I did something wrong here. So yeah, we're gonna just go to sleep. Baby is not asleep yet. She's still rolling around. Um, I will probably be back tomorrow. I need to finish this. I need to finish this, and I need to figure out what I did wrong because obviously I'm 169 entries. I'm supposed to have 413. Something went wrong. I don't know what. And yeah, thanks so much for watching, guys. Uh, mm, okay, sorry, I'm just trying to look through really quickly if I can find somebody who is doing something similar to what I was doing. Making a stream deck, learning Odin. Uh, okay, I can't. I don't have the. Okay, okay. Baby is stressing me out. I will see you guys probably tomorrow. If not, definitely. What is tomorrow? Is today Thursday? Okay. If not tomorrow, then probably Saturday. But yeah, I also really want to knit. So I have to figure out when I'm gonna do all of this stuff. Okay, bye guys. Thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate you all. Bye. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, all that good stuff. Okay, bye. Also, thanks so much for the follow, Lee Mi Amor. I appreciate it.